Hi everyone, hope you're very well. It's been a very long time since I've made one of these videos, but I've been beavering away working very hard on a creative project which I'm delighted to say is now finished. This is the project I started some years ago to tell my story. Um, so, some of you may know me as a tutor, some of you may know me as a careers coach, some of you may know me as a singer, but the truth is that I'm all of those things, and I'll just elaborate quickly on my story. I was always very highly creative. In my youth, I was in a film and on TV, and then was doing lots of music and piano and acting and all these things. But I changed to a very academic school when I was 16. It was a prestigious school, but it was academic, and I couldn't find creative expression in that environment. My voice vanished along with all my creative powers, and I really lost connection with myself, my true self. I did all the right things. I finished my A-levels, I went to uni, I got a normal job, and I always just felt like I was living a half life. And then by some miracle, one day, I found myself in a tutoring job, not by design. I was studying in London, and I just sort of stumbled into this job and then fell madly in love with the work. I was tutoring 16-year-olds. They were looking for their voices, and somehow something in the exchange healed my own lost voice. So my voice came back. And at that point, I launched my music career and set up a company tutoring and mentoring teenagers, which is what I do now. And it all makes a lot more sense, and it's wonderful. That story culminated in the creation of a project, which is this one here. This is called The Creative Voice. It's a memoir. It's my story, the story of how I lost my voice and got it back again. But it also goes with an album. So each chapter goes with a song, and it's presented as a QR code at the end of the chapter. Very cool original project. And it is my story, it is, but it is also the universal story of how we all lose our voices in life. It's the story of the human voice, how educational systems, how parenting, how class systems, how economics, these things have the power to shape our voices and promote them as much as they have to silence them potentially and silence personal expression. And so that's how all these threads come together in my story. I sort of stand for helping people find their true voice in life, in the way that I feel like I found mine. Doesn't mean to say everybody's going to be a singer. My true voice just happens to be vocal, but it could be any kind of voice. It could be any form of personal expression. But that's what this is, the creative voice. So I'm very, very excited to share it with you. I want to say a huge thank you to all of my supporters. Thank you so much. Without you, this would not have been possible. And so I've managed to recruit wonderful musicians and artists and all sorts on this project, editors and everybody. And without your support, I wouldn't have been able to do it. So thank you very much. At the end of this video is a song. It's the first song on the album. Alongside that will be a little bit of an excerpt of the first chapter, and then you'll be able to read that chapter on the landing page. There's some more information on the landing page that you'll be able to see if you want to hear some other songs or read other bits and pieces, but I hope you get a sense of the project from that. And above all, I hope you relate to the themes that I'll be talking about and enjoy this wonderful story. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's so easy. It's terribly, wonderfully easy to be this wonderful thing called me. I'm here facing the day, whispering to my plants in my own special way. So to see them lean into the sun. My flat-faced pugs me singing my song. I'm so terribly lyrically me. I'm so terribly wonderfully. I had such plans to be as certain as my vanity, impressive as a queen that takes over the land with little more than a wave of an imperious hand. But alas, it never goes to plan. I'm so terribly busy being just as I am. Oh, it's so easy. It's terribly wonderfully easy to be this wonderful thing called me. I'm here facing the day, whispering to my plants in my own special way. So delight to see them lean into the sun. My flat-faced pugs me singing my song. I'm so terribly lyrically me. I'm so terribly wonderfully. I had such plans to pen a song of ostentation, elaborate like a monk with command of the score, 5 verses and strings and chords galore. But then, much to my dismay, an innocuous planty stole my heart clean away. Oh, it's so easy. It's terribly wonderfully easy to be this wonderful thing called me. I'm here facing the day, whispering to my plants in my own special way. So delight to see them lean into the sun. My flat-faced pugs me singing my song. I'm so terribly lyrically me. I'm so terribly wonderfully, terribly lyrically, terribly wonderfully